Right, students. Good evening. Students who are in the online, am I audible to you? So now I am going to move further. So previous session, we have completed about predefined functions in list data type. Predefined functions in list data type. Let's start down. All of them are completed. And next we'll go for list v7s and we'll talk about nested or inner list we'll take. So what is the use of this inner list and when do you go for this inner list? Okay, Prajwala, today not tuple is there, but before that there is nested list or inner list we'll discuss. Right. So easy, students, try to follow. So today my requirement is, try to follow me, students. My requirement today is, to store student number. Next is called student name, and marks in 3 subjects, internal marks in 3 subjects, come in, ma'am. Next, external marks in 3 subjects, external marks. So we'll go for external marks. Right? Satish Kumar. Thank you. Wish you the same to all of you. Now I'll continue. External marks in 3 subjects. And next, college name. College name I want to store. Then look at carefully, students. All these things want to store it into a single object. My requirement is to store the following details in single object. Which object can store, students? Will it be storing only integer data, int data type? Will it store only int object, float object, bool object, complex object, bytes object, byte array object, range object, as well as what? str object cannot store. Who can store it, students? List can store. So how do you store it now? So the discussion is LST is equal to, look at now, all of you, 100. The name of the student is called Rosam, for example, and the internal marks in 3 subjects. What are the internal marks in 3 subjects? For example, you're trying to store out of 20 marks, 18, for example, 17, and for example, 15, or for example, 19. This is a given data. Next, external marks for out of 80 marks, the marks are 76. Next is called, 67. And next is called 79. And the college name is called what? OUCET. Right? This is what we are having. This is what I told yesterday. Don't disturb the class. So coming to the sit in the last. I told already now. So here 100 and then Rosam. These are the marks and these are the other things. And this is the data what we have. And by looking at it, we can understand first 3 are called what? 3 values. Next 3 are called what? Some more 3 more values. And by looking at it, we can't understand what is this information is. Right? So compared to do this, you can also go for representing like this. What I can represent, students? LST is equal to, of course, so many things you are going to come across on it. Since you are observing first day, you are going to see Some normally you will receive it. Today I'm receiving list, next tuple, next set, frozen set, dict is going to come. I'm going to combine all these things. I'm going to mix all of them to each other. I'm going to mix all of them to each other. All of them will be mixed with what also? Dictionary also we are going to combine. And lot of meaning will be coming. So first one we are talking about nested mechanism here. LST is equal to same 100 you are writing. Next you are taking row sum here, and you are taking here that internal marks I am writing in a separate list. In a separate list I am going to write it. What is it? 18, some 17, some 19. This is called what? Some pair of elements. Some set of elements. Next I am going to write it what? Some more external marks I am taking. 76. Next is called what? 67. And next is called what? 79. I'm going to take it. And next I'm writing here what? OUCET. I'm just taking like this. You just observe, students. The data what I'm writing here is called what data? One list. This is also called what? Another list. Both of them are available as a part of this. Both of them are available as a part of this. So these two are called what? Inner list. And this is called what? Outer list. Outer list I am going to take. Are you getting my point? Suppose I want to represent our classroom information. Our classroom information I want to represent. So class information is equal to. So first I am giving you the faculty identity. So I'm writing my name. I'm writing my name. And I'm writing the next one. I'm writing some more list. I'm writing some more list here. And I'm writing here what you know, course name is called Python. What I'm writing inside of these two, I'll write here what is this information, boys information I'm writing. Here I'm writing what you know, girls information I am going to write. What did you understand about this here? This is called what? Inner list. This is called what? Another list. And this is a faculty name and a ID of it and then course name of this. Are you following me? You take one more kind of thing. College information you take it. College information you take it. College ID is 100. College name you take it OUCET. And what courses it is offering? Courses information, CRS information, courses information, first course, second course, like that list of courses. And its location also you are writing it. List of courses also you are representing. Where are you representing that course? In another list you are writing. In another list you are writing. Are you able to follow me? So what is this entire conclusion says? It is required. A group of values required for one information. Such a group of information is comes under what? Group of information. Take this example. The group of information for one single object always represented in the form of what? Inner list we can call. Did you understand? What is the definition? What is the meaning of inner list? The process of defining one list inside of what? Another list is called what? Inner or nested list. The process of defining one list inside of where another list is called what? Nested or inner list. Did you understand how to write this inner list? And more information will be provided for inner list examples in the class. When the data types are over, you will be perfect in where? Inner list. Shall we go for the example now? I will take this information, students, and try to follow carefully. So the process of defining one list inside of another list is called inner list. Let me go for programmatically. I want to show you the mechanism here. Let me show you, students. Now I want to define here something like this. Now observe it. Now I'm taking LST is equal to, I'm just saying like this. The moment when you print this, I'm taking LST, comma what? Type of LST, which is going to be called as what? LST here. Now I want to show you some small diagrammatic representation, students. One diagrammatic representation I'm going to show you. Try to carefully follow, students. The memory diagram, memory management diagram. I'm just writing memory diagram for memory diagram for what list? Inner list I'm going to take. What is the memory diagram? And I'm saying that you try to follow me carefully. So there I'm writing, consider the following. Consider the following. Once you understand one diagram now, other things are dead easy for you. Consider the following statement. Now you are supposed to paste that statement. So once this diagram, once the above statement is executed, once the above statement is executed, then the memory will then the memory allocated as follows. What is that memory allocation now? We are going to discuss. Once the above statement is executed, then the memory allocated as follows. What is the memory? Carefully understand, students. Once you understand the diagram, other things are dead easy for you. You can easily follow. Now try to see. What are the data available here? 10. What is the next? Row sum. Next, what are the values now? 18 and 17, 19, 18, 17, 19. And next is called what? So I'll write it. And another part is 76. And next is 67. And next is what, ma? 79. And next is OUCET. This is my data, students. Okay. Try to take elaboratedly. So let us follow. And here, if you follow me, this is called one part. This is called another part. This entire three things are one part. These three things are one more part. And you know, one thing, this is comes under what? These three things are comes under again list, right? This again comes under one more list. This is comes under one more list. Now try to keep the indexing, students. What are the index, ma? 0, 1, 2. This is 2. I'll write it. Here I am writing 2. This is called 2. And next is called what? 3. 3. And next is called what? 4. 4. And this is our indexing mechanism. This is. At the same time, what is the another indexing here, students? -5, -4, -3. Like that, you will continue. So here what? -3 and -2, right? -1. Because these are all very, very important in MCQs level and programming part. And you know, students, one more part, you know, this is called what? Another list we are taking. This list also containing partitions. You know, what are those things? Tell me, what are the indexed value here? 0, and this is called 1, and this is called 2. What are these values now? Here I am taking 0, 1, 2. Okay, 0, 1, 2. What is this is again now? -3, -2, -1. This is the negative indexes for what? Inner list. And what about the students? 0, 1, and 2. 2. And what about this? -3, -2, -1. Okay. This is called another type of things. Well, now see, students, I want to go for getting this information now. How do I access this? Keep this diagram in the mind, and based on this diagram only, we need to start working on it. What is this list is called? Inner list, right? This part is known as what? Inner list. This is known as what? Inner list. Who is pointing to this now? Who is pointing now? LST is pointing. LST is pointing. Shall we move forward? Go to the place. Now I'm going to say LST here. LST I'm going to introduce. Now look at that. LST I'm going to write. How do I access 10? Keep the diagram in the brain. Keep this diagram in the brain. Will you remember? Now start here. LST of what? 0. What is the answer? LST of 1 is what? Come on. LST of 2 is 18, 17, 19. I'll print like this, student. You can understand. LST of 2, comma, type of LST of 2. LST of 2. What is the LST of 2? List type. That itself is the list type. Already list is called what? Already this is called a list. Inside the list, this is another list or not? No. I will write it one more thing. -1, -2, I will write it. This is called a -2. I can write -2. This is also called what? A list. Getting my point? Now this is called, I will write it. I'll write it. -1, I will write it. And -1 you already know which is of which type? STR type. OUCED is printed. Did you understand? This is called indexing mechanism I said. Now answer my question. I will print in another way, students. For value in LST, what the value in LST? First one is coming. 100 will come in this. Next row sum will come. Next this complete values will come. This complete values will come. This will come. And when I'll print that data types, val comma type of what? Val. You see, students, what is the 10 type? Int type. What is the row sum type? STR type. What is this type? LST type. What is this type again? LST type. This is called STR type. Are you following me? So inside the list, these are all called what? Inner list we can call. Now my requirement is, I want to do some operations on this inner list. We know already functions now. I want to append some new fourth subject internal mark, fourth subject external mark also I want to append. Can I append it? Tell me now, how do you append this now? How do you locate first of all this one? How do you locate this? LST of 2. LST dot no. LST dot append, if you write it, it is going to add to the outer list only. So you need to read the notes, then only you can follow the subject. LST of 2 will refer this or not? Dot what? Dot what? Append of, I am saying something like, 16 I am saying. 16 I am saying. 16 is added. You print the data once again. What is this data? You print the data once again. You see that is 16 is added or not? Now I want to add one more data to this. At which location I want to add? At first location I want to insert. Insert. Come on. LST of 3 dot what? Insert of 1 comma value called what? 68 I will say. 68 I will say. See, students, print that LST once again. Is 68 added or not? Yes. I want to sort this data in ascending order. Can I sort this data in ascending order? How do you? LST of 2, you can add with what? -1, -2, -3. You can do like that also. Dot what? Sort of. Sort of. I did not write anything inside. Nothing is written means what is there inside? No? Ascending order. If you want to write ascending order, what can I write inside? Reverse is equal to false. Reverse is equal to false. So I did not write. Not writing means what? It is false only. Right. Now see that now. Print the LST, students. Is it sorted or not? Now I want to put them into where? Descending order. Can you put them in descending order? Come on. LST of what? -2 dot sort. Reverse is equal to what? True. Good. See the data, students. Is it coming into descending order or not? Yes. Are you following me? Now, I want to clear all the elements. I want to clear all these elements. Can I clear all these elements? Yes. How do you clear all the elements? LST of 2 dot clear. So that all the elements will be removed. Inner list also removed. All the elements will be removed, but inner list remains same. How do you do that? LST of 3 3 or 2 or 2. Dot what? Dot what? Clear. Clear. You see LST, it is containing empty list or not? Empty list is there. Now I want to clear also this one also I want to clear. How do you do that? LST of what? 3 dot what? Clear. It is not done. It is done. Two things. I want to remove this inner list also completely. I want to remove. Can I use a clear, pop, remove, etc.? No. We have to use what? A del. Del. Del of what? LST of what? 2. Removed. See that. Print that. Removed or not? One more inner list I want to remove. Come on. LST of what? 3. 2 now, 3 now. 2 only. 2 only. So I will say what? Print again. What is this now? Total inner list is gone. Are you following? Now I want to insert one inner list also. At which place? This place. This place means what? OUCT will be moving to next line. How do you insert? Come on. LST dot insert of 0, 1, 2. 2 comma something like 16 comma 18 comma something like 17. I will do it. I am inserting inner list inside the normal list. See that print LST students is inner list is inserted or not? One more list I want to insert here. What is that now? Come on now. Insert of 3 comma 3 comma. I will write 3 subject sectional marks. 76 comma 77 comma 70 like this I want to insert. 3. Are you following me? Right. Please insert it. I'm inserting one more or not. So all sorts of functions of list can be applied on what? Inner list. By keeping this type of things in the mind, by keeping this diagram in the mind, you can update it. Are you following? Last and final, I want to update this value 18. 18 to be updated with 19. Can I update it? Now, what is this index, students? 0, 1. This entire thing is called 2. 0, 1, and 2. How do you locate it? First of all, LST of 2. LST of 2 of what? 1 is equal to 19. LST of 2 refers this list or not? In that, what is the index? 1 to be modified with what? 19. First you search it. LST of 2, in that 1 you say, what is coming? 18. You say is equal to what? 19. You print LST. Is it modified to 19 or not? Yes. Understand, students? Good. This is comes under which mechanism? Inner list mechanism. Very useful mechanism. Go to the mechanism, students. I'll take up students. Here I will take data types. Instead of typing the same thing again, I will take what? Inner list mechanism. I will bring it. So I'll take it under the data types, under the list data type. I'll just want to show you this example. See, students, start reading all of you. What is that? The process of defining one list inside of another list is called inner or nested list. Syntax, please. List obj is equal to, see that bracket you see, bracket. Are you seeing this bracket? So see that the bracket related values, val1, val2, val-n are called what? Val1, val2, val-n are called outer list elements. See next, you see this bracket, you see this bracket. Value 1, value 1, 2, 1n are called what? Inner list we can call. Value 2, value 2, 2n are called what? Another inner list we can call. Are you following me? And in inner list, we can perform indexing as well as what? Slicing operation. On inner list, we can apply all predefined functions of list. Following me? And the same example, I just have different example here. These are all called different examples I did. These are all some different names, different examples I took it. These are all like how I took it as ROSM and all those things I said. Same way, I just took it, some name I took it, same example. So instead of pasting this entire data, doing the modification takes a lot of time or not? So will you understand this example now, students? Right. This is about which concept? Which concept? Inner list concept we can call. Online students, is it clear, students? Is it clear for all of you? Now I am going to move to the further. Go to the list category. Go to the list category. Under that, you observe it, students. Here I am taking. The purpose of list category data type is to store multiple values either of same type or different type or both the types in single object with unique and duplicate values. In Python programming, we have two data types in list category. They are list and then tuple. Right? And the list is in completely what? Mutable. Same thing. Come to where? Tuple I am going to discuss. Shall I start up? Yes. Now I am going to start the tuple. See, students, how simple it is. How simple it is. Now I am going to take up the tuple related. Observe it, students. You try to catch me quickly. So many students are absent today. Almost 50 online students are absent. 287 students only present. So almost exactly 50 students absent. Where they went? Where? Temple, huh? Okay. So all of them becomes so much devotees. When festival comes, everybody will become pure devotees without reading Python notes. So all gods will say what? Read Python notes first. First, what? Parents. Mother, father. Next, teacher. Last, God. And God also will say what? First read Python notes, they will say. After reading Python notes, come to me, he will say. Right? They won't do that. They won't go to temple. Where they will go, I know. They are already sleeping only. They started sleeping only. No problem, students. We don't want to waste the time for them. So now I'm going to move to the further. Shall we start up? Now. So coming to the point of it, is getting some Vidyasagar is getting some small doubt. I will clarify the doubt and I will move to the further. So here he is having some doubt. Sir, if we give list dot insert, if we give listed dot insert of 4 comma 1 comma 2 comma 0 comma 554. So I'm getting syntax error. Here you must write imposition in the class. I told already in the classes. You must write, Vidyasagar must write imposition. 0B data is called what? Binary. 0O data is called what? Octal. 0x data is called what? 0 any number is written. I already put that example in the notes also. This is called invalid input. I told already in the class. This is called invalid input. I already told in the classes. Did you remember that? So Vidyasagar must write imposition. Vidyasagar. So this is already I told in the class, this type of example. A is equal to 0, 3, 4, 5, 6 is called what? Error. This, if you open your notes, it is already there. Gurtunda meeku asalu? Right, already said this. If anybody does not remember, it's a bad luck. So he is trying like this. It is called a purely wrong answer. Because you need to write what? Without 0, or you need, if at all you write 0, either it should be 0B or 0O or 0X. Without B, X and O, if you write it, it is an error. Okay, na? I already covered this one. Read notes. This is a Vidyasagar doubt answered. Now, go to the next category. Tuple I am going to introduce. Let me go for tuple students. Right? Take care. Now tuple I am going to introduce. Tuple data type I am going to introduce. Carefully follow. Now, what is this tuple is? I can say in one single line. I can say in a single line. One line I can say. And before that, one small note I will write it. I'll write so many points. Before that, I'll write it. The functionality of the functionality of tuple is exactly similar to what? List. The functionality of tuple is exactly similar to the functionality of list. But list object belongs to, tell me, mom, immutable. You're an immutable. Special devotee. Is it special devotee in the class? List object belongs to what? Mutable. And tuple object. Why it is mutable? Because you have seen total data. It's coming what? With the same address we modified. And the tuple object belongs to what? Immutable. This is what we used to do the function. Only difference I'm saying. And syntactically it is going to be different. Let me talk about the other points in the class. And followed by lot of examples I will be giving it. Lot of examples also I'm going to prepare. See students, one small point I would like to take up. If you take it list data type, what is the symbolic notation there? Square brackets, right? Now, if I come to tuple, we are using symbolic notation called what? Braces or parenthesis. Tell me. Right. So a morning one student came, new student today only joined. Actually 11 o'clock batch is started before your batch. So he came today only. This is called rounded brackets. Rounded flower bracket. These are all rounded bracket. This is also looking like round only, no? This is also looking right. This is called what? Big. I asked big brackets. He is saying big brackets, and asked where you learned this terminology. He shown his already Python notes. He already completed Python notes. How many days? 23 days Python was over. What is the fees over there? 8,000. 23 days Python is over. And I looked at the notes. How many data types are there? 2 data types are there. Int and float only. Right? How he came to my class? Of course, if I say that, you will say that Sir is boasting about his class. That's why whoever is spending this much, show your notes and ask so many doubts to those guys. You can save the people of your friends and everybody. Let them save with subject as well as money. Right? So that's why 20 days Python, 4 days Python, 15 days Python, these are all garbage collection concept only. Right? Not useful things. Let us go to the concept of it. Shall we move to the further? Now, what is the symbolic notation of tuple? Come on. Right. This is called braces or parentheses. And now, tuple data is always represented like this. And you tell me now, what is the meaning of this? Quickly try to tell me, ma. What is this called? What is that? Empty list. How can you create empty list again? L1 is equal to what? A list of. What is this is also called? Empty list. Similarly, you tell me empty tuple. Don't take my help. You tell me. How do you take empty tuple? T1 is equal to like this. What is this is called? Empty tuple. How do you take empty tuple once again, ma? Tuple of. What is this? Tuple of. This is called which tuple? Empty tuple. What is the length of empty tuple? 0. Come on, create a non-empty list. Value 1, value 2, so on, value n or not. Create an empty tuple, non-empty tuple now. Square brackets now, braces. Value 1, value 2, value n. This is called a non-empty tuple or not? Length is greater than 0 and the length is greater than 0. This is empty list is equal to 0. This is empty list is equal to 0. Are you following me? See students, quickly try to get me. I am going to take it. Say that 10, 20, 30, 10, 50, 60, 70. This is called what? Print of T1, type of T1. Type of T1. What this is? Order is maintaining or not? Duplicates are allowed or not? Same order which you are maintaining. Next, T2 is equal to, I am writing 100 comma, 100 comma. Now I am writing something like Sagar. Now I am writing Sagar, Vidya Sagar. And next is called 33.33 and HUID. This is my data. Print of what again? T2 comma, type of T2, T2. What is this? S2, sorry. S2. This is called what? S2, T2. And what is this is called? Tuple. Are you following me? This is also a tuple with what data? Numeric data. This is a tuple data with a different type of values or not? Also which type? Tuple type. Getting my point? And LEN of T1, LEN of T1, LEN of T1, LEN of what again? Come on. T2. What is that LEN of T2? 4. What is that 4? Empty or non-empty? Non-empty. See, my dear students, one more thing. T3 is equal to, without braces, also you can represent. Without braces, also you can represent 100 comma, rosum comma, 44.4544 comma. I am writing Python here. I am not using any square brackets or braces here. I can also say like that. Print of what? T3 comma, type of T3. It is also going to print as what? Tuple. Getting my point? This is called what? I did not use any braces here. Still it is called what type only? Tuple type. So these are all comes under which type of tuples? Non-empty tuples or not? Good. Coming to the point back, I will take them into the subject. I'll take them into the example part. Concept I will tell you after 2 minutes. So observe practical points here. Now I am going to write it. Now I am going to write it. Here I am going to write it. So Travis, I am going to write it. Type of what? You say this part. Now T2, you say this output here. Getting the data here. Travis, I am writing. He is a scientist of your NumPy module. Length of T1 is this. Length of T2 is called what? 4. And next, another way of representing the tuple information. This is the information of that. Did you understand up to here? Good. Go to the next area, students. See, guys, T1 is equal to, I am writing like this. What I am saying now, T1 comma, type of T1. What is this is called a tuple. LEN of T1 is what? 0. In other words, T2 is equal to what, students? Tuple of print what now? T2. T2 comma, type of T2. And you are saying that what? LEN of T2. LEN of T2. What is that? 0. It is known as which type of tuple? Empty tuple we can call. Empty tuple we can call. Getting this data, LEN of T1, we call it as 0. Empty tuple here, getting this data, LEN of T2, saying this data here. So I'm going to take up this point here, getting. Are you able to follow? Now, coming to the next area, T2, T1 is equal to, like this you mentioned it. Next, I'm going to move forward. Take care. Now I'm going to say, this data you take it, students. This data you take it. What this is called? What this is called? Print of T comma, type of what? T. T. And next, I'm going to say ID of what? T. Actually, ID not necessary. I just printed. You see, guys, T of 0, same, 100 will come. T of 1 will be giving as ROSM. T of -1 will give you Python. Okay, now? Now, T of 0, I want to update with what? I want to update with 200. I'm trying to update with 200. It is not possible. Tuple is always used for maintaining constant value, students. Which values? Constant values. If you want to maintain the fixed values, I told already in 1 or 2 days back, I said constant values. Your name in the entire life is fixed or not? Your family members' names in the entire life is called fixed. So you see that you will get an error. Tuple object does not support item assignment. Tuple object does not support item assignment. Getting or not? So hence it is mutable or immutable? Immutable, because it is not allowing to change. Not allowing to change. So coming to the point of it, immutability part I am going to show you here. Immutability I am expressing here. So T1 of this name and T1 of this value Python here, T1 of this data getting here. What is this now? Like this. I hope you are following my discussion now. Getting this point. Next, I'm going to introduce, take care. Now I'm going to take up this, students. Take care. L1 I'm taking. What is this L1 is called? List. List. Print of what? L1 comma type of L1. Type of L1. Is it mutable or immutable? Come on. Mutable. Now I'm going to convert into some requirement is coming. I want to convert this data into which type? Tuple. Somebody asked me, how do you convert a list into tuple? We already learned type conversions or not? Int into float, float into int, bool into float. Lot of conversions you have seen. Like that. Today T1 is equal to, come on, tuple of what? T1. Tuple of T1. Okay, L1. Okay, L1. Converting the list object into which type? Tuple type. Print of what? Same T1 comma type of what? T1. Beautiful. Is it converted everything into tuple format or not? Tuple format. Can I convert tuple into list? Yes, you can convert it. I can convert it. How do you do, students? List of what? T1. List of T1. Print once again what? L2 comma type of L2. So list to tuple, tuple to list. There is a bridge between both of them. One can convert a list into what? Tuple. Tuple into what? List. So this is most important. Did you understand? Good. I am going to introduce. This is comes under what? Functionality. How many types of tuples are there? Two types. One is empty tuple and non-empty tuple. There is no use of empty tuple at all. But in further, we'll come across empty tuple in one moment. Empty tuple, no use. Why? Every tuple is mutable or immutable? Huh? Immutable means it never allows us to add the data. There is no use of adding the data. Then what is the use of it? That's why immutable object is required. Sleeping, right? Stand up. How many types of tuples? Number one. Okay. Now tuple, non-tuple. బల కనిపెట్టావు అసలు ఇక్కడ ఇప్పుడు ఎగ్జామ్లు ఇచ్చారనుకో క్వశ్చన్ యూ విల్ రైట్ లైక్ ఎనీథింగ్ టపుల్ నాన్ టపుల్ అందుకనే మనకు ఏం వాల్యూ లేకుండా పోయింది దట్స్ వై దెర్ ఇస్ నో వాల్యూ హౌ మెనీ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ టపుల్స్ నంబర్ వన్ రైట్ కూర్చోకడ మళ్ళీ చెప్పు లే వస్తే మళ్ళీ చెప్పు empty non-empty కాదు empty tuple. When your BTech is completed, what is your brain? Empty. Now what? Something. BTech? జాగ్రత్త వినాలి మనం అట్లా టపుల్ నాన్ టపుల్ అంటే నాకే అసలు ఎట్లా ఉంది అసలు అది లిటిల్ పీస్ టుడే టపుల్ నాన్ టపుల్ మై మైండ్ ఈస్ డిస్టర్బ్డ్ రియలీ చక్కగా కూర్చో అలా చెప్తే నన్ను డిస్టర్బ్ చేయకు నువ్వు అసలు రియలీ ఐ ఫెల్ట్ వెరీ మచ్ డిసప్పాయింటెడ్ టుడే యాక్చువల్లీ ఐ కమ్ టు ద క్లాస్ విత్ సో పీస్ ఆఫ్ మైండ్ ఇఫ్ యూ సే యువర్ ఓన్ ఆన్సర్స్ మై మైండ్ ఈస్ డిస్టర్బ్డ్ సో కమ్ టు ద పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్ షల్ ఐ కంటిన్యూ నౌ రైట్ నౌ ఐ am going to take up list. I will open list, same properties of list, types of list, operations on list, predefined functions in same thing will be coming even in the tuple also. Last and final I will continue. Tuple is there or not? Print of T1. Print of T1 you say once. This is my T1 once. Let me take up, students. Let me take up. This is a T. Print of what? T. T. This is the T printed. Next, I want to see T of what? 0:3. 0:3. 0, 1, 2, 3. What is the answer? This state 3 values will come or not? As T of what I am doing now? I'll say something like what? Colon, -1 I'll say. It is printed everything in reverse or not? Following? Right. Coming to this point, I will take this data. I hope I took it already. This part I took it here. Last part of it. Now I will take this data. Up to here I will take it. This is for indexing and slicing. You can do it. Already we did indexing. I hope slicing also done. And this is a part. Now let me go to that. This is an example part is covered. Let me take the property students. Properties I will take it. Same thing. This I will take it as this. I'll just go for doing some sort of example. Okay, students, observe it. And since you already know the list concept, today I will just replace. What I'm going to take, ma? Properties I'm going to take it. So don't take much time and try to understand quickly, students. Properties. So quickly you need to answer. In place of list, what I'll substitute simply? What is a tuple? Read out, everybody. Predefined class treated as tuple data type. This time girls are becoming victims. మీరు ఇట్లా చెప్తేనే నన్ను డిస్టర్బ్ చేస్తారు ఫస్ట్. లిస్ట్ కేటగిరీ. List category contains how many data types? 2. One is what? List, tuple. List is which data type? List is which data type? List only. Tuple is also which type? So here tuple is one of the predefined class treated as list data type only. Don't write tuple data type. Will you write like that? No. So coming to the point of it, I'm getting one joke in my mind, but I don't want to say jokes in the class. At the end of the class, if possible, I will say. Tuple is one of the predefined class treated as which data type? List data type only. Under list category only it will come now. Next, the purpose of which data type? Tuple data type. The purpose of which data type? Tuple data type is that to store multiple values either of same type or different type or both the types in single object with a unique and duplicate values. Unique and duplicate you have seen or not? The values or elements of a tuple must be stored or organized within braces. Within wait, braces. Within braces. Rounded bracket, eclipse bracket, moon brackets, no. And values must be separated by what? Comma. An object of list, an object of tuple maintains insertion order. Maintains insertion order or not? An object of list on the object of tuple, we can perform both indexing and slicing operation. An object of tuple belongs to immutable. Belongs to what? Immutable. With respect to what class? Tuple class. We can create two types of tuple objects. Two types of tuple objects. One is empty tuple, non-empty tuple. Empty tuple and non-empty tuple. What is this now? Empty tuple. An empty tuple is one which does not contain any elements whose length is 0. Example, I say like this. One more example I will write. Tuple of. Are you following? Next is called what? Non-empty tuple. A non-empty tuple is one. A non-empty tuple is one which contains elements whose length greater than 0. I will write it like this. See students, I wrote it like this. I can write in another way also, students. What is the another way, guys? I am writing here or. What I am writing, I'll remove these braces also. Is it called comma, comma, comma or not? One more way is also there, students. Variable name is equal to, what is this now, students? Tuple of. Are you following me? Any object can be converted into which type? Tuple type. See students, one important example I want to tell you. Come to the back, one important question regularly asking. What is that? A is equal to 10. Which type it is? Fundamental type. In list time also I told you this. Now I want to convert into T is equal to tuple of. If I write A, you'll get a problem. You'll get a problem. How do you do that? See, T is equal to comma I am writing. Also error. This also it said you at the which type? List time I told. Are you following me? Now I am writing something like what you know. I am writing like this. I am saying. What is this is called? Also error. Because in our previous example, I told you, if you remember me, L1 is equal to list of. Do you remember? I told like this, I wrote it. Do you remember this? This was valid. But this today it is invalid or not? That means tuple of, you are trying to pass like this. It is called invalid. Because this is regularly asking fill in the MCQ question student. How do you do that now? See that. I am writing like this. It is nothing but what? A is a fundamental value treated as which type? A list type. Converted into which type? Tuple type. Now see that. T, comma what? Type of T. Very important. Which type? Tuple type. That means single value you are converting into tuple. When you are taking single value into tuple, automatically you are supposed to write a 10 comma you need to write. Getting? Or one more way, T is equal to, directly I can write here 100 comma I can write 100 comma. What is that 100 comma? You take once again B is equal to what? 100. T is equal to what I am writing? B comma I am writing. See that? Valid or invalid? Print of what you know? T comma type of what? T. Type of T. What is this? Tuple. You have written just like this, tuple of A. It is invalid. A comma invalid. Tuple of A invalid. List I am taking and converting into tuple, it is valid. Another way also you can write like this. Are you following? You cannot write simply students 12.34 into what? T is equal to, you cannot write like this. Even you write this T, it is not a tuple type. It is still what type only? Float type only. Check and sorry. T comma what? Type of T. It is what type only? Float type, but not what type? Tuple type. Did you understand? Is the most important. It is not a tuple type. If you want to treat it as a tuple type, you must write what? Comma you need to write. Now you see that is called a tuple type. Is it understandable? Because this is a sensitive area, students. You must be taken care. I will write as a special points here. Because these days this question is asking regularly. So, special points, special conversions I am saying, students. Now see, I am writing here, data here I am saying. Coming to the point back. It is called error. It is not possible to convert. Also called error. 1 minute. This is also called error. Like this. Next is called what? Also called error. Next, this is called what? Valid. Why? You observe it. What is this box? List. List converted into which type? Tuple. If you read my previous notes, this was there in the class. And this is converted into like this output. This is one thing. Another way I am doing it. This is nothing but what? R. In another way I am doing it. B. See that. B comma I am writing. Tuple means what? More than one value is called what? More than one value separated by comma in braces is called what? Tuple only. But one value only you are writing here like this. It is still float only. That's why I am writing B comma. B comma means what? More than one tuple. So this is called like that. See, this is I am writing. You are writing like this. People may think that it is a tuple because I am using braces, but it is not a tuple, guys. See, what is the type ma? Float. If at all you want to treat it as a float, tuple, B comma you need to write. So that value is coming like this. Getting students as this is comes under what? Special conversion mechanism I said. I hope you understand, ma. Shall I move forward? This is called which mechanism? Tuple. Is it mutable or immutable? Immutable. This is already specified the immutability. Does not support item assignment. Can I move forward? No. Online students, please confirm once. Is it clear, students? If you confirm it, next I'll go to one more mechanism. Okay, good. Now I'm going to talk about predefined functions in where? Predefined functions in tuple. Same to same index. Predefined functions in tuple. You need to give more preference for predefined functions. If you are learning any topic now, you have to learn library, students. To treat anything in software industry, definitely you need a library. Without libraries, you cannot fix to do anything else. So, right. Now see, students, you take roughly one small rough work I am taking. What are the functions present in list? Functions in list. Come on. I'll ask here and there. Some students I will ask, you need to answer me. Come on, oka function cheppu list lo. Stand up. Tell me one function in list quickly. Quickly. Don't know? Sit down. Next. Fast. Stand up. In my class, you need to stand up. Come on, answer. Don't know. What do you know? Sit down. Next. Now everybody is looking at me. Looking at me means they are good. You are also looking at me, but I only favorite students who are sitting before me, they are favorites. Right. If I ask you now, see how online students are saying, just like going like a Vande Bharat Express. Going on saying that is called commitment, students. You may say, sir, they are seeing the book and then saying that you are compromising, but they are not saying like that. That much speed they can't type it. See how they are typing it. So they are typing like anything. Tell me, what are the functions? I said, no problem. See, why I am not asking questions to everybody? Because if you don't answer, I have to disappoint by myself. So why to disappoint on festival day? Huh? Let it be. Come on, fast. Everybody, please insert. Next. Ma? Very good. Next. Remove. Next. Pop off. Pop off what? Index. Next. Pop off. Next. Index off. Next. Copy. Next what? Extend. Reverse. Next what? Sort off. Next what? Count off. Ma? Extend, I wrote it now. Extend, I wrote it. Copy. Huh? Del operator is not a function, I told. Functions in list, I told. Functions in list. Nen chappamanna jappale. When I say action, you need to do action. Other than action, if you do the action, it is called what? Very good, you know that. So, del is an operator, right? Okay. Del operator also I will write in the last. Del operator also I will write it. Okay, students. Now let us move to the further. Shall I move to the further? Now, I'll take it. See, students, it's very simple, ma. You take it tuple. One tuple you take it, students. This is my tuple, student. Okay. Take care, ma. T comma type of what? T. Now I want to, first of all, tuple means which values? Variable values or fixed values? Fixed values. You can't change the values. Can I append the data to that? Check it. Check it. Append of what? Something like Python. I am adding Python to tuple. Error will come. Python tuples never allows any values to add. You never allows us to add the data to the tuple. It gives you error. What is that error? Tuple object has no attribute append. It is definitely called what? So I asked a question to the students. Tell me the functions of what? List, I said. They said that don't know. That is nothing but which error? attribute error, subject error, right? So tuple, do you have append function? It is saying that no. What is that error called? Attribute error. Come on, fast. Next, that means tuple values cannot be modified at all. Shall I move forward? Tell me, students. T dot. Tell me, ma. One more function is what? Insert. I'll check everything. Insert of 1 comma Python. Valida, invalida? Come on. Super. Invalid. Why invalid? Because it never allows modification, insertions, never allows anything. Insert also not possible. Okay. T1 dot T1 T or T1 now. T dot what is next? Remove of 10. 10 or 100? 100. Come on, possible or not possible? Come on. Why not possible? Not at all possible to do any changes. So remove function also not possible. Understand? Right. Why I am showing each and everything? I can simply say nothing is possible except two functions I can say. What are the two functions possible? One count and index only possible. Rest of them not possible I can say. But without showing practical meaning, I don't want to move forward. Because I want to give lot of confidence in coding. Come on, next please. T dot pop of 0 index. Also not possible. T dot what? Just a pop of it. Last element to index also not possible. Next T dot what? Also clear. Also not possible. Del of what? T of what? 0. Also not possible. Tuple object does not support what? Item deletion. Del of what? T1 of T of what? 0:2. Slicing related type of deletion also not possible. List allows or not? Tuple does not allow. Why? Tuple is always what? Fixed values, constant values. Are you getting, students? Very good. Come to the point of it. Next name, next, what is the next one? Index. Index I am going to take it. Print what once, ma? Print what? T you printed. This is my T or not? T dot index of what? 0. What is an index of 0? 100. T dot index of 0. Okay, 100. I need to pass 100. What is the index? 100 యొక్క index ఎంత? 0. So, please tell me the answer now. 10, 20, 10, 10, 20, 30, 30. T of T dot index of 10. Come on. Very good. Again 10. Huh? 0 na 2 now. Don't think, my dear students. Once if I say 10, I already told you first occurrence only will come always. What 0 is coming. Of course, you are a student. You may be thinking second time Sir is asking 10. You may be thinking that this index. No, it will give you what? This 0 only. Again, this 0 only will be taken into consideration. Are you following me? If you want to print other kind of thing, I will tell you one small concept is there. Enumerate concept is there. I'll tell you enumerate concept. Don't worry now. Okay now? Right now, don't worry. One day I told you Mississippi. S is available multiple times. PPI is available multiple times. How to print it? I'll tell you. So many things I'll tell you, students. Right now, don't worry. Did you understand this? Okay. Next, I'll go for what? T dot what? Count of 10. Count of 10. What is an answer? Huh? Very good. Count of 20. 2. Count of 30. Count of 300. Option A 0. Option B value error. Option C index error. Option D type error. Huh? Value error. Raise the hands. Raise the hands. Now seeing this side and that side and withdrawing the hand. Value error. Raise hands. Right. Wrong answer. I told yesterday only 0. 300 value is not there in T to count. It is called what? 0. Without reading the notebook, if we come to the class, this is only the result. This is only the result. I said to you yesterday, predefined functions in list, predefined functions in list. Somewhere else there is a function called what? Count. So you are very dangerous students. If the function, this function is used for finding the number of occurrences of specified value in the list object. If the specified value does not exist in list object, then we get 0 as a result. 10 available, Python is not there, 0. Empty, no, not containing. Already told you. If you read this and if you come to the class today, you will not commit the mistake. This is called improving your subject. But our body will not cooperate to read the notes. So what we can do? So coming to the point back. Now I will go to the continue that. Okay, ma. Hemant, you said a very good student. Hemant is very good student today. Right. Hemant is very good student. Really. He said. He's sensitive student is. Like me, he's a sensitive student. Sir, I told. I told means he's a perfect. Now, come to the point of it. Count of 0. Now, Dinesh is also a very good student. Who are all said, they are all very good students. So, Dinesh is also a very good student. Okay. Now I will go to the next. What is the function now? So, now Pankaj Prakash is asking one question. Then sir, garbage collector will also not to remove the tuple after created the value. First of all, I did not understand your doubt, my dear student. I did not understand nothing. I understand from your doubt. So, his doubt is, then sir, I am splitting that. Garbage collector will also not to remove the tuple after created with the values. His meaning is, once a tuple object is created, he is thinking that it is the fixed. No, it is there. Garbage collector will remove when you say del t. I understand his doubt now. Del t. When you say del t, what will happen? Total object is removed. That time whose memory space will be removed. Right? So, coming to the point of it. Pankaj Prasad, did you understand this, my dear student? Pankaj Prakash. Okay. No, okay, no. Understand, huh? Right. Now, one more student is sending the same doubt. Joshi. Cool. So, I have seen your doubt, my dear student. Wait, I am taking your doubt. So, one time if you put your doubt, it is more than enough. I'll be keen of observation about your chat box. Okay, now. See, sir, I want total count like 10s total, 20s total, 300 total, etc. Is it possible? 100% possible. 100% possible. 100% possible. How it is possible? I will be using it in the class. I will be using in the class. What I will use it? I will be using in the class like this. For take it as I am telling all these things in the coding. Find whether you remembered or not, Mississippi. Did you remember this example? Mississippi. So, this is the one I said. How many number of occurrences of M? How many number of occurrences of S? All those things I am going to tell in the coding. Similarly, LST is equal to, you can say 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 20, 30, 40. This is my data. How many times these values are available? You can also say something like this. For value in where? For value in where? LST. Print of what? Value, what I can say? LST dot count of what? Value. You see that 10 is available how many times? 3 times. 20 is available how many times? 30 is available 2 times. 40 is available 2 times. And it is saying other things also same. So, Joshi, of course, when I come to the coding, these things I will not be giving it. Why? Because already number of occurrences came or not? Already occurrences are coming. I think Joshi understand. Okay. So, Satish Kumar, you don't understand, student. He said that he did not understand. I said that, Satish, I'm saying, See, Joshi asked this question, he understand. And immediately Satish got a doubt. Satish did not understand. Let him understand. What is the value printed? Satish, come to picture. So now I am writing S is equal to Satish Kumar. Satish Kumar. I want to find how many times S is available, A is available, T is available, I is available like this. Satish Kumar, you try to understand. How do you find? For CH in where? S. What is the first value of S? First value of CH? Come on. So it is going to give you what? All the letters will come one by one. And adjacent to S, I want to print how many times S is available, A is available, T available, I available, S available, like that I want to print. Are you following? For that, what I am doing is take the same example, print what here, print of CH comma S dot count of what? Yes, CH, yes. Count is also function in where? String. In string handling part 2, I will tell you that example. Because you are exciting now, that's what I am saying it. Come on. Capital S is available one time. A is available how many times? 2 times. T is available one time. I is available one time. Small s is available one time. H is available one time. One space is there. One K is there. One U is there. Like that I am having. Are you following now? Right. Ruby Fozia now. Why result is repeated? Without result repeating also I can do it. I can convert it into what? I will eliminate the duplicates. I will print the data also. I will print the data also like that. All these things are there in my class. All these things are there in my class. Don't worry about it. I will explain everything. Right? He is asking what is CHSR. If that is the case, they will take me to LKG level only. Chocolate students they will become. Finally, they will give lollipop for me. So it is a very danger. So coming to the point back. It is a variable I told already. You can take KVR, you can take HYD, you can take any variable I told. Okay, let us come to back. It is a never ending story. Read the notes first. So coming to the point back. Now I am going to say, shall I move the forward? I'll tell all the things, how to remove the duplicates, everything I will tell in the class. Everything I will tell in the class, nothing to worry, because this is not the time to say, remember all the doubts, how to remember. Myself only will go for this. Myself only will go for what? This type of discussion in the class. Okay, now, how many times this S is available? How many times this is available? All those things I'll write in the class. Nothing to worry about it. Right? You remember it because it is also called one of the hacker ranking example. I'll tell you all these things in the classroom. Nothing to worry about it. So now I will move to the further class, further discussion. What is available? Copy function I am going to discuss. Shall I go for copy now? Take our tuple. This is our tuple now. Take our tuple. So this is our tuple. Go for what? Print of T. Now I'll go for what? Copy function. T1 is equal to T dot what? Copy. Possible or not possible? Not possible. Because this is constant values. Constant values will not be copied. They never participate in where? Shallow copy. Duplicate values copied. You are there. You are there. Can you create a duplicate of yours? Impossible. So it is giving an error. It is an error. Attribute error. Not immutable objects can be copied. What is the rule? India is a fixed name or not? Can you create duplicate India? No. It is a fixed only. It is not possible. Next is called what? Extend also not possible. Reverse also not possible. Take what is this now? Extend of. Extend of. I am writing here. 10, 20, 30. I am writing. It is another tuple or not? Another tuple I am taking. Extended to what? This one. What is this? Attribute error. Tuple object has no attribute called what? Extend. Getting my point? Next. T dot what next? Sort. T dot what now? Sort. T dot. Already, let me take this data. T is equal to some homogeneous data, I will take it. 45. This is an important student. 67, 12, and 45. This is my data. Print of what? T1. Print of what? T1. T1 is printed. Which type? Tuple type. T1 dot what here? Sort. Is it possible? Huh? No, not possible. Tuple object has no attribute called sort. Then how do you sort this data? How do you sort this data? Huh? Very good. Very good. Not very good idea. What is that now? List of what? T1. Very good. Print of what now? L1. Come on. L1 dot what? Sort of. Okay. Print L1. Sorted or not? Convert into what again? Very good. T1 is equal to what? Come on. Tuple of what? L1. Good. L1. Print what now? T1. Print what? T1. Is it sorted or not? This is one mechanism. This is one mechanism. What is that mechanism? Converting the tuple into list. Apply the sort on the list. Convert the list into tuple. It is one mechanism. Come on, students. One more mechanism I want to tell. Print what here? Type of what? T1. Type of T1. Okay, students. See, my dear students, tuple is created. Are you following me? Now, what I am trying to say is, there is one function is there, like how len is one general function or not? Len is one general function. Type is one general function, right or not? ID is one general function. There is a function name called sorted. What is the function name? Sorted function. Sorted. What is that? How to use it? T1 dot sorted. Sorry, or not like that. Sorted of. You need to pass what? T1 you pass as an argument. Pass T1 data to the sorted. This sorted function will take T1 values and then sort the data. It is not going to keep it into T1 because the T1 will not allow us to keep the sorted data because it is an immutable now. It will keep it into left side variable. This left side variable is what type? List type. Which type it is, students? List type it is. Shall I print it now? Now, one more way. X is equal to, come on, what is this now? Sorted of T1. Print of X comma type of X. See that it is sorted with what data? List. Getting my point? You can happily convert it into T1 of what again? Tuple of what? X. Print what here? T. Print of what? T. Is it getting in what order? Ascending order or not? If you want to get descending order, after getting into X, I will say what? X dot sort of reverse is equal to true, you can write. Getting my point? So what is the function? Today we got it? Sorted. It is not belongs to the tuple student. It is a general function. Understand? Now, after that, what is not there? Reverse is also not there. Coming to point back, this is called T1 and T2 dot what you are writing, reverse you are writing, it is also error. Getting or not? So what functions are permitted here? Out of these many functions, what is permitted? Index and count. All of them are not present because index and count are giving you what data? Index and count are giving you what data? Only retrieving the data. Only retrieving the data, but not doing what? Manipulation. But all of them are doing what? Manipulation is doing. That's why they are not allowed. I hope you are understanding. Now, sorted is one general function. Del operator I will take now. Del of, last and final. Del of T1 of 0, not possible. Del of T1 colon what? 2, also not possible. Del of T1, completely object is removed. Complete object removed. So, coming to the point of it, you say T1, error is coming, name error. So, you cannot delete items. You can remove what? Total object you can remove. So, here if we come back, I will take it. Here I will take it. Some small, already we know that predefined functions in tuple I will bring it. Predefined functions in tuple I will bring it. Instead of typing it again, I am going to indicate I'm going to get it. You just try to follow. We know that on the object of tuple, we can perform indexing and slicing. Along with these operations, we can perform other operations by using the predefined functions of tuple. Index of and then what? Count of. See that this is my data. Index of, you got it. This is my data. Tuple of 10, tuple of 100, tuple of this is my data. See that count of 10, 4, count of 0, count of 100 is like this. Are you following me? Come on, this data only which is printed. Functions not present in tuple. These are not present in which one? Tuple. Coming to note, one important note I wrote it. By using which operator, student? Del operator, we can't delete values of tuple object by using indexing and slicing, but we can delete entire object. Tuple, del of t of 0 error, d of 0:4 error, and a del of t1 is possible. If I print the t1 name error, we got it. Understand? Most important point also mentioned, sorted. This function is used for sorting the data of immutable object tuple and gives sorted data in the form of list. Sorted of which object? Tuple. Give it in the form of what? List. See, tuple data, sort, error, sorted, X type list, printed what? Come on, T1 is what type? Tuple. Now I am converting T1 into which type again? Come on, what is this X list? Converted into tuple or not? Converted sorted list into where? Now I printed. Sorted data coming or not? To get the reverse of it, T1 : of -1, left T2 I am assigning. Am I getting descending order or not? T1 contains which data? Ascending. How do you get the reverse? : -1. That I am preserving in where? Another object T2. I am printing the tuple once again or not? Descending. What, students? Getting coming to the next another way, or this is my tuple data, printing this, converted into which type? As you said that convert into what? List. Apply what data? Sort. And what are you doing? L1. Apply the convert in the list into what type? Tuple. Print the tuple. Apply the reverse slicing, and I am getting into the descending order once again. Getting my point? This is about predefined functions in where? Predefined functions in where, students? Tuple. Are you following? Right. This is a predefined functions. In the next, I will stop the class now. Still some 10 minutes before I am stopping. Tomorrow class, I will start first 15 minutes. I'll talk about what? Inner tuples I will explain. Inner tuples. And mixed with what? List. Mixed with the list. This is first 15 minutes. First 15 minutes. After that, I'll go for what? Set data types I will introduce. Later, I will start set data types. Okay now? So don't miss the concept today. And students in online. So coming to the Vidyasagar once again asking the same doubt. So coming to his doubt, see that why, sir, why we should use tuple as it is not supporting most of the functions. See student, you must listen the class carefully. Why do you will do a lot of operations, but why your name is fixed? For maintaining constant values, I told already. For maintaining what values? Constant values. For maintaining constant values, go for what? Tuple. For changing values, go for what? List. This is already I told. Again and again, I don't want to say. Right? Sagar, take care, ma. Listen the class carefully. Following? So tomorrow class, don't miss it. We'll go for the further discussion. So this is not comes under Dinesh. This is something like this, what we are saying. Already we covered that. Last point you see. Last point you see. This is comes under what? Getting the reverse and assigning to the same. It is called what? Slice based copying. It is not deep copy or something. It is called reverse of it. Right. Tomorrow don't miss it. Important session. We'll go for set data types. Beginning will go for NR tuples, right? Take care. Online students, today there is no online doubts. Tomorrow class, I'll take care of it. All the best.